Friends, I'm Pradeep Srivastava. Welcome to my channel. See, I've been very thankful to all of you guys who have been supporting me and appreciating my content time to time. See, today I'm going to talk to you about a very interesting subject. The subject is that how did I lose my belly fat when you are post 50? So, मैं आपसे ये बात करने जा रहा हूँ कि आप अपना बेली फैट कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं जब आप 50 साल से ज़्यादा की उम्र के हैं और वो भी बिना डाइटिंग के, राइट? सो जो मैंने अपने आप पे फॉलो किया है उसके बारे में मैं आपको कुछ चीज़ें बताता हूँ एंड आई एम श्योर यू आर गोइंग टू लाइक इट, राइट? सो डू वॉच दिस वीडियो टिल द एंड एंड डू सब्सक्राइब एंड लाइक इन केस इफ यू हैव स्टिल नॉट डन, राइट? लेट्स वॉच इट. If you are above 50 and you have belly fat, and in India we all know belly fat is a common problem. I also have been having the same, right? And I will tell you that how without starving yourself, आप बिना भूखे रहे और बिना क्रेजी वर्कआउट्स किए आप कैसी एक रूटीन बिल्ड कर सकते हैं जिससे कि आपका बेली फैट लूज हो सके. क्योंकि मैंने भी यही किया है और मैं जो करता हूँ वो 5 चीज़ें करता हूँ और मुझे लगा मेरे को आपसे शेयर करना चाहिए. ये मे बी इट्स गोइंग टू बी बेनिफिशियल टू यू गाइज एंड it's going to be very, very effective. So that's what I have found. Okay, so I'm going to share you that, right? So let me show you what exactly worked for me, right from morning routine to mindful eating. जो losing belly fat बिना क्रैश डाइट्स के, बिना एक्सट्रीम वर्कआउट्स के कैसे पॉसिबल हुआ? बिकॉज 3 चीजों की वजह से हुआ. इट हैपेंड बिकॉज ऑफ द 3 थिंग्स. द फर्स्ट देयर वाज एन इंटेंशनल मूवमेंट व्हिच यूज्ड एवरी डे. And there was a disciplined lifestyle, the second one, and the third one is I used some cultural principles which I'm going to share, right? So that is what has worked for me and I'm going to share in detail. These are about 5-6 points. Please do watch it. So the first one was that I decided to be always on the move. I made a promise to myself that I will never ever have a sedentary lifestyle. कभी भी बैठा नहीं रहूँगा, बैठ के टीवी देखते रहो 2 घंटे, बैठ के अखबार पढ़ते रहो. ये मेरे लाइफस्टाइल से मैच नहीं करता. In fact, even when I'm working in the office, I prefer taking meetings, while I'm standing instead of sitting, and I do a lot of movement in the office also. So the first thing I decided to do is that I decided to stay always on the move. This mindset itself was transformation, right? So this mindset alone was transformational, right? I stopped treating movement as something that happened only during workouts. ऐसा नहीं था कि मुझे लगा कि ये मूवमेंट तभी करना होता है जब वर्कआउट करना हो. मतलब आई मेड इट अ पार्ट ऑफ माई रूटीन. आई मेड इट माई डेली आइडेंटिटी. सो कहा जाता है, इट इज सेड दैट डोंट सिट स्टैंड एंड डोंट स्टैंड व्हेन यू कैन वॉक. सो ऑलवेज वॉक एंड वॉक. So that philosophy created a foundation of natural activity that kept my metabolism active all day long. So I kept walking, I keep walking, less of my vehicles, I try to walk as much as possible. All right, that was my first principle. I am always on the lift. The second point relating to this itself is that I decided not to use any lifts. I decided not to use any escalators ever. So most of the times when I'm going anywhere or doing any activity, wherever I'm going, either it is a mall or it is an office or it is some tower where you have to go to some floor, I prefer using these stairs, at least while climbing. So that is one principle which I do. So because what happens is climbing stairs, it helps me in short bursts of cardio. ये part of cardio exercise हो जाता है. It improved my stamina and it worked for my legs and core. So this became an exercise for my legs and for my core. So over time, the simple rule became a powerful contributor to my fat loss journey. ये धीरे धीरे कई सालों से करने से ये मेरे फैट लॉस जर्नी को ऐड हो गया, राइट? सो दैट इज द नंबर 2 थिंग. द थर्ड थिंग इज it is always, if you watch and read, people say that you should do 10,000 steps a day. That is basic requirement. So I didn't do that for myself. I didn't pressure myself that every day I have to do 10,000 steps. But by adapting to be always on the move, using no escalators and no stairs, and always being active, I used to ensure that my average steps per day used to be 7,000 to 8,000. And 7,000 to 8,000 quality steps is not a bad thing. It is a very good thing for the body, right? So either it is attending a call or it is walking after the meals. These small choices helped me to improve my fat burning and digestion, right? So these are the three things which I used to do in terms of my fat loss journey. Important thing is, like I tell you, I was always a late riser, right? And late riser that time used to look very, very nice, and I used to enjoy. I used to have a lot of sleep, and I used to feel fresh. But then I realized waking up late is not the right thing. So I started waking up early. So the first thing I did in my morning routine is I started waking. The mornings, okay, the mornings are sacred, Generally, the mornings are sacred, and they had a structure, right? So if you're morning and if you start loving it, there's nothing better than that, right? So what I did in the morning is I used to spend about as I get up and get fresh. The first thing I do is I do 30 minutes of yoga, which is basically mindfulness practices and stretching exercises of yoga, right? And the second thing what I used to do is spend about 1.5 hours every day on playing squash. Squash is a beautiful game, and swimming. So about 45 minutes and 45 minutes for swimming. So that's my daily routine without fail, unless and until I am bedridden. And how can I get bedridden when I'm doing so many activities, right? So I made sure I do these activities. In fact, you will find a very good video of mine on squash, that what are the reasons why I play squash, right? And if you have not, please do watch it. So having a sport in your daily routine is always extremely, extremely helpful, not only for burning fat or not only for burning calories, but for your overall well-being, right? So this is what I used to do. So what did squash do to me? Squash gave me intensity and speed. Swimming offered me, recovery and full body toning. And yoga and mindfulness, that helped me to be on the ground, okay? My energy, reduce my stress, and align my body with breath. So that is very, very important. And when you're doing yoga, one of the most important and significant things what you need is Brahmari Pranayam. Never ever forget not doing Brahmari Pranayam. In fact, if you study the neuroscience, you will find the science research has predicted that Brahmari Pranayam is one of the best things to do for your brain and mind, right? So that is what I do. So basically, my morning was a powerful trio, right? It was cardio, it was calming yourself, and clarity, right? So it kept me physically and mentally strong and fit, right? So this is the fourth thing. So one of the things which I did, which was the fifth one, was that what should I do in my evenings? I literally tell you, I don't watch TVs. And if I watch TV, it is just for a few minutes. Whatever is interesting or whatever is important for me, that is what I do. Otherwise, I am not a couch potato. So that is very, very important thing. So what I do in the evening is I go for a brisk walk or a normal walk because with age, sometimes brisk walking is difficult. And then I go to the gym for some time. Maybe it is 15 minutes, 30 minutes, not more than that. And it is only focusing on muscles, right? So I focus on the resistance training. I focus on muscle building because that is what is important at an old age when you cross 50. So muscle doesn't just shape your body. It is good for boosting your metabolism. Strength training is for tightening your core and improved posture, right? Accelerating your fat loss naturally. So when you do muscle resistance training, when you do strength training, it helps you in a lot of fat loss, right? Cardio doesn't help. So the myth that cardio helps you in fat loss is incorrect. But yes, resistance and strength training does help you in fat loss, and it is a proven science, right? So this is what I did. The last thing which I did is probably you must have seen many of my videos where I'm very fond of the Japanese culture, and I have been posted a lot of videos. In fact, few days before only I posted one video. So what I did is I started embracing some Japanese wisdom, right? And that became that has become a very important thing in my life, right? It is, and the three things which I follow from the Japanese culture and wisdom is that one is Hara Hachibu, and the second one is called Ikigai, and the third one is called Washuku. These three basic cultures is what I follow, and I have inculcated that into my discipline. So I would not give detail because you can see my detailed videos if you want to see the first, but let me give you a flavor. So Hara Hachibu essentially means, it's a Japanese culture where they say that you should eat only till the time you are 80% full. You should not overeat. right? That is what it means. So every time, I remember before not following this principle, I used to eat till the time, there is no space in the bloody stomach. But now what I do is I eat only 80% full. So that is the first thing I've done. The second thing I've done is I've started follow. I follow Ikigai very very seriously, because it helps me to reconnect with my purpose. Right. So there is always a reason in the morning to get up with full energy and joy. So that's very important. Right. So if your morning is there, in the prior evening you're waiting for the next day morning to get up and do X, Y, Z, and you have a purpose. That is what is Ikigai. Right? So that's what I do. And the third important thing which I follow of Japanese culture, as I told you, is mindful eating. Right? So mindful eating or washuku is almost similar things. So that I'm making it a little simpler to understand. And it means that I use, when I'm eating, I'm taking time to eat. I actually love eating slowly. I like to thank the God. I like to appreciate the texture of the food. I like to appreciate the aroma of the food, and I also try to appreciate the nourishment of the food. So that's what I do in the Washuku culture, right? So this is what I do. So Washuku culture, I have already posted a video. You can see that. But just to give you a little more idea or a peep into the Washuku culture or the philosophy, is that it is culture which is recognized by UNESCO. So that is one big thing, and it talks about only three things. So very very simple three things. It talks about moderation and balance. It talks about variety and seasonality. Variety and seasonality means eat seasonal foods, right? Seasonal vegetables, seasonal fruits. These are and have variety of things. So that is very important in your food, and you should eat foods which have minimal processing, right? So try to avoid processed food. Have wholesome meals and have minimal processed foods or fermented foods. That is what I have learned from the Washuku philosophy, right? So this all Japanese culture not only helped me to lose fat, they improved my digestion, they improved my sleep, and they improved my relationship with the God, all right? And it improved my relationship with food, most important. So guys, to sum it up, what I mean to say is willpower or punish myself with harsh routines. ऐसा नहीं कि 10 दिन dieting कर रहे हैं, so intermittent fasting कर रहे हैं, and then you're going for crash dieting and all that. I never wanted to do that, and I never did. I only followed these 5 things which helped me to lose fat. So one was, like I said, constant movement. The second one was daily discipline. The third one was purposeful eating. The fourth one was strength building, and the fifth one was mindfulness and stillness. So I did not chase perfection, right? I built momentum. So that's what I did. So losing belly fat was just the outcome of choosing better habits and living with more intention, right? So if you are on the same path, always remember, it's not about doing everything, but it is about doing a few things consistently and with care. So if you are going to follow this, I'm sure you are also going to lose your belly fat, and you're going to probably enjoy the rest of your life, right? If you like it, please do like, share, and subscribe. I'm very thankful to you guys that you watched this video till the end. Thank you. Namaskar. Your feedback is solicited. Namaskar.